Hello everyone, and it's evening here at Heavenly Album Covers. Because it's evening, we have these lights here on either side, on the right and the left. If we didn't have the lights, it would be completely dark here, like kind of like this. But we have the lights on, it's dark, and we're going to look at an album called Blue Aquarius, or Blue Aquarius. And I have to keep reminding myself that they are releasing Joe Meek material from his Tea Chest tapes. And they are Cherry Red Records. They're doing an extensive box set re-release or release series of Joe Meek's tapes and his songs and hundreds and thousands of pieces of music. And it looks like Cherry Red has just released something called Do the Strum, which contains Joe Meek's girl group songs and sessions. It's a big 3 CD box set. I might have to buy that one. And if you don't know who Joe Meek was or what the Tea Chest tapes are, then you should try to find out what those things are, those people are, and what the Tea Chest tapes are. I've got this book all about Joe Meek's recording techniques, his bold techniques. This is by someone named Barry Cleveland, and this has a little bit of a biography in the beginning about Joe Meek, but it's mostly about Joe Meek's recording processes and how he got his unique sound. Joe Meek had a lot of tricks up his sleeves, and he never really told a lot of people what he was doing. He basically did all of his recording in his house, in his apartment. He had changed his apartment setting into a recording studio, and so a lot of his bold techniques are kind of unknown, but this book is rather illuminating. And anybody that likes music should check out Joe Meek and look at the big list of Cherry Red releases that are coming out. They're really exciting. I'm going to have to get at least a couple of these new ones. They've released a lot of Glenda Collins, and I think they've pushed out a lot of Tornadoes stuff and Hines stuff. So here we go with Blue Aquarius. This came out in 1973. I haven't really looked at it too closely, this album cover, mostly because it's more fun to be spontaneous on this program, this episode, and this show. I've got my pointer here. It really stands out here in the darkness, or in the illuminated darkness here. And what we have here is an album that came out in 1973 on something called Gospel Truth Limited Records. However, it really came out on Stax Volt Records in 1973. And this album is a tribute, a honorary musical tribute to someone named Maharaj Z. He was an Indian-born guru from India because he was born in India and he was from India. And so Maharaj Z was from India, and he was a guru from India, and he was considered the one living master. He walked from village to village, and he enlightened people, which is always a good thing to do when you're the one true God. So this cover has there's a gun here with a army helmet on, a military helmet. There's some barbed wire. There's a little bit of a poem here. It says, you can't end war with war. You can't put out a fire with fire. To end a crisis, you need an anti-crisis. The only anti-crisis is peace. And there's a bird here. I assume it's a dove representing peace. There's kind of a partial rainbow border around here and a OK sign, graphically depicted OK sign like that. And on the back we have the same image. There are some more kind of lyric poems here. It's They're kind of hard to read, but I'll put them up here so maybe if someone wants to pause the video and read those and get enlightened, that would be good. And the funny thing is that that inner gatefold sleeve main photograph should have been the cover, I think. It's these are the blue Aquarius people, and I'm thinking that this is Guru Maharaj Z in the middle there. This was taken in one of those convex mirrors, possibly. They're all dressed up in blue Aquarius uniforms, kind of clothing. They're by a river or the edge of an ocean. There's some indistinct forestry here, and this whole convex picture is placed upon a cloudy sky, and this is the new sound of free music, although I think the real new sound of free music was Napster and Pirate Bay. So the blue Aquarius logo is really nice. It's kind of like boxy, clear, translucent, clear lettering, and it's really nice. I'm really wondering why they didn't use this as the cover. I think they would have sold more records. This is a cutout, which I haven't seen in a while. I don't see many cutouts anymore. And here is Guru, not Guhu. I'm not sure who Guru Maharaja Ji is, but there is Guru Maharaj Ji reflected in a pair of simple glasses. He's shining out from the spectacles in order to enlighten the world. And this little poem says, "To the moon you are flying, over fuel you are crying, with pollution you are sighing, by water gates you are dying." And that's interesting. It's kind of a political Richard Nixon poem on this album. And I haven't listened to this yet, but the song titles and the general themes seem really interesting. One of these songs is based on a poem by J. Krishnamurti, and J. Krishnamurti was great. He was a deep thinker and speaker. This says it was arranged by Roy Baker. I'm wondering if that is Roy Thomas Baker. And this was recorded in London. It was recorded with the Rolling Stones mobile unit, which is really exciting. And looks like the Stax organization backed this up. The cover photography is by Michael Body, B-O-D-Y, Jeff Crack, K-R-A-C-K-E, and David Passes. And this came out on Stax Records. The actual record label is kind of green and kind of good black ink and lettering. And so this is Blue Aquarius, and I'm going to listen to this tomorrow after I get back from the dentist. I get to have my teeth cleaned, and that'll be my dental work for the year. I think I mentioned on this show that I had 2 teeth extracted. It was a lot of fun, and so tomorrow I get to wrap up my dental work with a nice cleaning. And so this is Blue Aquarius. And this is the thing that we always hold up at the end.